Just One NFL analyst Eric Dickerson.
Get cute, Skip.
I might get cute right now.
Jerry, how about that? Eric, how will Zeke react to exactly what Jerry said there?
Just like you said, we're having some fun. I gotta say, it was funny. But let's be for real now. This is preseason. You know how preseason is. I mean, preseason is preseason. I know you all excited about your Cowboys and everything, but this is the preseason. I mean, Zeke's not gonna play anyway, so it's better not to even have him in preseason. The Cowboys need Zeke Elliott, and Zeke needs the Cowboys. If the Cowboys expect to make a run into the playoffs and have a winning season, that's what the Cowboys organization has always been about, is about winning.
Supposedly.
Oh,
here we go.
Rams. But they have to have Zeke. And look, I said this last time. I don't blame Jerry. I don't blame Zeke. This is a NFLPA issue. They put this in place. This with the CBA. This is that problem. You've got a running back tied up, possibly, if he wants to play it out, for sure 5 years, maybe even 7 years.
7 with 2 franchises.
7, yeah, 7 for sure. If you want to play dirty, we got you 7 years. Ain't nothing you could do. I mean, as for a running back, after 3-4 years, that's your prime time. He needs to get paid. And really, if Zeke got hurt when he goes back into camp, let's say say something happened to him, do you think they're gonna? Well, you know what, Zeke? We're gonna give you that $40 million with a bum knee. No way. He's got to get it now. I don't blame Zeke, and I don't blame Jerry either. But the Cowboys ain't gonna do nothing without Zeke. I mean, let's just be for real. They are not a good football team without him. They're a better football team with him for sure. It's no doubt about it. Tony Pollard looks good in the preseason. He's had some problems picking up blitzes. That's a problem for most rookies.
He had one problem.
Like I say,
that's all you need. But one hit to Jack.
But I say, but look who they're hitting. The problem with it is Skip, is in the preseason, everything is vanilla. Everything is sitting still. Nothing moving. All of a sudden, when the regular season starts, I've been there. You like, who in the heck do I have? Where's my man?
Right.
That's what happens. And you can't afford to get your star quarterback hurt. So, I really believe eventually they'll get it figured out. And while Zeke was in Dallas, he went back to get a haircut and get in some more clothes. They go back to Cowboys.
There you go, man.
That's it.
By the way, you do stay in touch with Zeke in his camp, and that's what you're hearing. So they're going back to Cowboys.
Going back.
And you know what? And he's working out. He's in great shape.
He's in great shape.
He really went back for a haircut?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Cabo, you gonna get a haircut in Cabo. I mean, got different kind of hair.
Yeah. I got to be one yesterday morning because I knew I was going to be here and tell you what. So I wanted a fresh cut without going.
He wasn't homesick for his teammates to get back a little bit with the fellas, maybe?
You always want to be back with the fellas. But you know what? You've got to take care of home first. And take care of home is getting paid right. That's what it's all. I mean, look. What you think Jerry ain't about making money? Everybody knows Jerry about making money. That's what it's all about. So,
and the thing is, look, Skip, the way it's set up now for a running back has the shortest shelf life of any player in the NFL, basically 2.5 years. So Zeke is already a year past that of what most NFL running backs, and he knows, Skip, by the time Zeke get 27. Ain't no more big payday for a running back after 27. No. Zeke says, you know what? I got to strike this iron right now because it's white hot. It's never going to be hotter than what it is right now. I'm a 2-time rushing champ in 3 years. Let me get this money.
Get that money.
You know what's going to happen. They're going to run Zeke in the ground. Edie, you know how this works.
Yeah, hey, you know the deal.
That 325, that 304, that 275 that he had, that thing about to be 350 this year. They go back 350 next year. So he's like, I need my money. And look, for me, in certain situations, Jerry said, and I believe Jerry said it tongue-in-cheek, he's joking. But here's the thing. Jokes are not always funny to the person that's on the back end of that joke.
Right.
So Zeke like, y'all think Tony Pollard. Y'all see what happened. You talking about, that was one blitz that he missed. How many hits on your quarterback do you really want, Skip? Now imagine, let's see.
Imagine Aaron Donald hit him like that.
What? Because let me see what I got to run.
I'm waiting for Aaron Donald to hit somebody. I don't see it. I don't know. I just haven't seen it.
You seen it.
I haven't seen him hit one Cowboy yet in 2 games. I don't know. Where has he been?
But let me tell you, let me tell you how you, Skip, let me tell you how they're going to confuse Pollard. Now, they're going to say, okay, they're going to point the mic out. Now, Tony Pollard, you got the other inside backer. and they're going to walk that slot, he going to come out the edge, and the backer going to step up, and he going to think he got him, and there go that slot.
There go the slot.
Boom! Hit Dak in the back. Ball's out.
You are both missing the point.
I want to hit a point.
2 weeks ago, Dak Prescott said, I've never been around a rookie who picked up our offense quicker than this kid has picked it up. In the meetings, he's
only
like,
2
bang,
years
bang,
old,
bang.
Skip.
Eric Dickerson, what did I tell you 2 years ago? Now we're going back 3 years ago when this show first started. And you had attended a game, these two teams played at the Coliseum here in Los Angeles. What did I say I saw on TV that you validated from what you saw from the sidelines? I said, I have never seen a rookie quarterback play with more poise in a preseason game than Dak Prescott displayed against your Rams.
I agree with that.
Okay? I don't care if Saturday night it was the Los Angeles Lambs who were out there, and basically you can say it was.
That's what they were.
Okay? Maybe it was. But what did your eye test tell you about that kid at running back? You know running back. I think you do, because I think you're the greatest one who ever carried the ball. Did we see Eric Dickerson? No, we did not. Did we see Ezekiel Elliott? No, we did not.
Okay, what we saw?
We saw a really good young running back that they stole in the 4th round. We saw the Dak Prescott of running backs, because they stole Dak, a franchise quarterback, in the 4th round, and now at the bottom of the 4th round, they stole a man that this guy referred to in our opening block today as Mike Pollard, because that's what he is, Mike Pollard, and that's fine. I'm not making fun of you, but that's the perception that he's just another.
Right. We got enough of that. Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Let's get open for business, and let's wake up the football gods, and we got a lot to talk about tonight. Oh my God, we got a lot to talk about. We got the whole Zeke Elliott situation here. It's getting ugly. You know Jerry Jones, man. You know good old Jerry. He likes a good joke and stuff. But I was once taught that there's a little seriousness in every joke. I don't know if Jerry is kind of trying to play these games and things like that, or what, with my man Zeke Elliott or not, but I got to tell you, it definitely wasn't good. But before we get to all that, I have a bunch of you that contact me on a regular. Like Emily is one that she's always sending me messages about stuff that she just literally cannot believe that is going on out there. It's like, when you hear some of this stuff from Skip, Mr. Ed, or from Jabba the Hutt, where he's talking about Dak's sanity and stuff. It's just like, is this shit real? Now, I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of you fans out there that pretend to know what is going on. I get it. We all want to feel like we know something about football. But I got to tell you, there's a lot of you out there that are just freaking idiots that don't know crap, but continue to open your mouth and let stupid crap come out of it. Don't be that guy, okay? Don't be that guy. Because all you idiots out there, and I mean idiots out there, that keep saying that Dak is the worst damn quarterback out there, that Dak sucks, Dak is nothing, Dak is garbage. You know what? Here's what's amazing. Dak has had 9 passes and 9 completions in preseason. 87 yards. That's almost 10 yards an average, okay? Granted, one of the passes was blocked, and he caught it himself, but still it was a completion. On 2 drives, we got down within the 10-yard line, bogged down, unfortunately, kicked the field goal. Second drive, 97 yards, and you get a score. 97 yards. And on that drive, we end up getting a sack, and everybody immediately went straight to Dak sucks. Dak took a sack. Well, I pointed out Tony Pollard made a bad block on him. To me, bad form and everything else. The blitzer got past Jason Witten. The Cowboys, as their grading scale was, that it was Jason Witten's guy that made the sack. Okay? I pointed out that also Lyle Collins was slow with passing the stunning guy down. When you have a guy that rushes inside, you're zone blocking. So you as the tackle Hey, Joseph Heatherly, glad to see you're here tonight on time, man. We missed you. There's Miss Jackie. There's Cowboys D. Purge Squad. There you go. I like that better than Hot Boys because now that name definitely's got stank on it. The 49ers want to call themselves the Hot Boys. Let them go ahead and have that. I like Purge Squad because, Hot Boys, it just sounds like a boy band. I don't want to be a boy band. I want to instill fear into guys, okay? I want them to wet their pants, not worry about my girl running off with them. You know what I'm saying? So all you guys out there talking about my quarterback, Dak Prescott, 2 series without Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Zeke Elliott, or Amari Cooper. Because what everybody automatically says, no matter what happens with my quarterback, they're going to say something negative about it. You get a 36-yard completion down the field. Oh, the ball placement wasn't good enough. You know what? Here's what we's going to do in here, because this is now CSI Joe Boo. Because I am sick and tired of all you idiots out there, and I mean idiots out there, saying stupid crap. Here's what we's going to do. We're going to look at something right here real quick. And I did this real quick because I didn't have a chance to get this done well. But I want you to understand, because a couple weeks ago in training camp, Dak Prescott had 2 interceptions in practice. And oh my God, you thought the world was coming to an end. Dak threw 2 interceptions in practice. He is a get rid of him. Get Cooper Rush. Let's get Cooper Rush. Let him play. Let him play. Dak threw 2 interceptions in practice. And you know what I said last week? I said, here's what's kind of funny. I said, Jimmy Garoppolo threw 5 interceptions in practice in a row. None of the talking heads out there said anything. Nothing. Nothing at all. If that was Dak and we heard that Dak threw 5 interceptions in a row in practice, it would have been off with his head. Seriously. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how many. I didn't realize there was a Monday night game tonight. San Francisco is playing tonight, the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, who was at one point, the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, who got paid $125 million off of 9 games. Because, see, here's what a lot of you guys say. I need to see more from Dak Prescott. He needs to prove it some more. So this guy, Jimmy Garoppolo, got injured last year. Okay, cool. So this is some of the first plays from Jimmy Garoppolo here, okay? And I want you to know, first play, batted down. Wow. First pass, batted down. Let's take a look at that again. Okay. All right. You can't put that all on the quarterback, okay? That's okay. All right. Dak had one batted down, and of course everybody said it was going to be an interception. Okay. All right. Second pass play. Let's see the second. Now, this is only his second pass play. Now, watch this here. Here we go. Boom. Bam. Interception. Okay, 2 plays. First one, batted down. Second one, interception. Wow. And you look at this lazy pass that's going over there where you've got 2 receivers in the same area. You couldn't read that? Oh, I know what's going to happen. What they're going to say is, well, he's rusty. He was out. Okay, all right. So now, we got that. Okay, don't worry. This is part of fair use because we're using this as a teaching proposition here. Okay, so, and here we go again. Boom. This is his next pass play. Boom. Tipped and almost intercepted. This is 3 plays. This is his first 3 plays. Okay? First 3 plays. Look at this. You got to feel the pressure and step up. First 3 plays. Here's the 4th one. Boom. Short pass that's tipped. So he had 4 plays, 2 taps, 1 should have been an interception, and 1 was an interception. Okay? All right. So are we good with that? Are we? Can we end that then? Because we don't hear anything about, Jimmy Garoppolo. He might be the next Scott Mitchell. That maybe this guy is overpaid. That maybe this guy isn't as good as we think he is, do we? We don't hear any of that. We don't hear that, he's reached his ceiling, that maybe he was just part of a system and that's why he was good. We don't hear that kind of thing, do we? Hold up. Switching back. Do we have it now? Did I mess it up with the TV? I may have messed it up with the TV. Let's see if it comes back around. Go back to 1. Okay. So here's the thing to me that's crazy. Because I looked all day long. All day long I looked for this. Because I was sitting here thinking about the Kansas City game. The Kansas City game with the boy wonder, the surefire Hall of Famer. Okay, now understand it's preseason because not everything's going to be good. I have I got trolls that are Dallas Cowboy fans. I have a guy who literally before Friday night show was like, all these other teams, they're scoring touchdowns every single time they go down the field. They're not scheming. They got their players out there. They're scoring touchdowns. We're not doing jack crap. And I'm like, dude, what you get mad at me for? I don't own the Dallas Cowboys. I do not run the Dallas Cowboys. They don't listen to me. I'm not Jerry Jones. But he is literally going, huh? Okay, Michael's like, are you sure about that? Oh, just the audio. Sorry, let me turn it up some more. Excuse me.
Jerry Jones was keep it there.
Okay. All right. Let me know if that's good enough. I'm sorry, I forgot that I have to turn it up from the regular camera to the other one. Okay, so here's what was interesting. Saturday after Dak had his touchdown drive, 97 yards, and to me it looked like a back shoulder fade. Back shoulder fade possibly, because a lot of people who weren't really watching and maybe not in the know, if you looked at the safety coming across, he was reading the play and he's seeing him wind up. If Dak goes ahead and drops that about another 7 yards down the field, so Michael Gallup runs underneath of it, there's a chance that the safety gets there in time, breaks it up, or maybe gets an interception. And to me, it looked like Dak was doing a back shoulder fade or a 50-50 ball to keep the safety out of it. I don't know. I would love to talk to Dak and ask him directly. And Dak, you can call me. You can call me. And shout out to everybody who's watching on Facebook, on Joe Boo Sports, Cowboy Joe Boo, and a couple of other ones there too. Understand, I only have 2 eyes, and I've got 4 screens and 3 computers and 3 cell phones that I'm watching at the second, at the one time. So I can only read comments because I don't read that well on YouTube. So if you can go to the YouTube channel, subscribe to it, hit the bell, or as Michael says, punch smash or Hulk smash the bell. I'll see your comments and stuff in there. I see Victor, I see Tom, I see RH, I see Cowboy Fan 91, I see Aaron, I see Sack Balla 1. Forgive me if I got it wrong. I see Matty B, Jim Baker, Philly Cowboy Fan 76, who's always there. Thank you very much. And Black 51. So all y'all, I see you here. So thank you for joining in. Well, okay, now that I heard my man right there, Eric Dickerson, say that he got a haircut and went back to Cabo. That's the only place I've heard it, so I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure. And nothing on Randy Gregory right now, as far as I know. I have not heard anything, and I've been searching on that. Okay, so I was looking all day long because I was waiting. I was waiting for this, but could not find anything. I looked up Pat Mahomes. And here I see articles about Pat Mahomes and Carson Wentz, who's the best young quarterback and stuff. I've seen Pat Mahomes, NFL MVP, Pat Mahomes this, everything great on Pat Mahomes. But I watched this yesterday, And here's what was interesting. Okay, this is the kickoff return here. Okay, I want you guys to watch this with me. Pat Mahomes. Now, again, it's preseason. Everybody has bad passes. But look. Okay, so boom. All right, so that's a 5-yard out. Okay, completion. That's cool. That's cool. Even though it's a dink and dunk, right? That's what we would say if this was Dak. All right, next one. Okay. He scrambles, gets the first down. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. Okay, keep the chains moving because that's what's important. But we're talking about Pat Mahomes, though. Pat Mahomes, who's threw a no-look pass and stuff, and everything else, right? Pat Mahomes, the guy who's head and shoulders above everybody else. Pat Mahomes, who is God, right? Okay, let's keep watching. Okay. Was that behind? Was it me, or was that pass kind of behind? Was that? So he didn't get the ball in a space where the the receiver could really make a play with it, right? Okay, all right, okay. Let's keep watching. The next play. Pass, okay. Wow. Wait a minute. Was that overthrown? Was that overthrown? I think that was overthrown, right? And I think that one was overthrown too, right? Huh. So, Pat Mahomes completed 2 passes for 11 yards and had 3 passes overthrown. But nobody started saying, is it possible that Pat Mahomes might be having a slump? Do we need to worry about that? Could we be looking at a 1-year wonder? No. But I went on Bleacher Report, it's on Twitter, and I'm looking at the pass play because, they're showing the pass play, 36-yard completion to Dak. And I'm reading the comments from fans. Worst pass I've seen. It's underthrown. He sucks. Get him out of here. He's a bum. Draft somebody else. or they started listing all these other quarterbacks that were better. And I'm kind of like, wait a minute. We went on a 97-yard drive, scored. We even had some negative plays, but we overcame them. He's 9 for 9 on the season for 87 yards in 2 drives. Without Zeke Elliott, without Tyron Smith, without Zach Martin. I know it's only preseason, but I look at Pat Mahomes, 2 out of 5 for 11 yards. I looked at, and this is where it's crazy because I got stalkers out there, okay? You guys remember Brethren. Oh, Lordy, this fool done come back around and starting to now email me because I said this morning on my video, it's amazing, and this is where I messed up, but he took it to a whole nother level on it. Because I said, Matty Ice got sacked 3 times in the game this past week. And then I said the NFL MVP, he was an MVP, but I was talking about Pat Mahomes, went 2 for 5 for 11 yards. He immediately said 37 Falcon fans are going to report you to YouTube for fraudulent information. Really, dude? Really, dude? Really? It's like, get a freaking life, people. If you don't like what I'm serving, there's other restaurants you can go eat at. But I'm not going to go ahead and bullshit you. I'm going to call it like I see it. CSI Joe Boo. Because here's the thing. You saw that, right? And again, it's preseason. It doesn't matter much. But, and Miss Jackie, this is for you. This is what we got here. And again, I know it's only preseason. But we got 1st and 10 on our 3-yard line. Okay. Get some breathing room. Okay. All right. Dak will get the respect he deserves. No, he won't. Not when you have, boom. Okay. Throwing out of his end zone. Boom. Picked up some more yardage. Getting yourself in position to win. To get a 1st down. 3rd and 1. You're backed up. You can't make a mistake. All right. So, nice fake in there. We're mixing things up. We get a 1st down. I know people will say, well, it wasn't the 1st string of the Rams. I get that. But it wasn't the whole 1st string of the Cowboys either. So I'm sitting here. Okay, Dak back. Boom. Now, they say that this was, to me, this was the ugly, the bad and the ugly all in one because there were so many things that were wrong with it. But you get Tony Pollard making a nice run. Okay. All right. Cool. So chains are moving. We're mixing things up. We're in the shotgun, right? 3rd and 7. And this is where I'm sitting here going, shaking my head because, bam. No matter what Dak does, you guys, or some of you guys, and I'm not saying everybody, no matter what happens, you have something negative to say about him. He's a dink and dunker. We don't go down the field enough. Okay? We go down the field. The ball placement wasn't good. Worst pass ever. Man, get a goddamn life, okay? I'm sick and tired of the same stupid crap. Because you know what? I'm seeing things like, make him play on his rookie contract this year, draft somebody next year. Get an elite quarterback next year. Oh, sure. Why didn't anybody think of that one? Nobody's thought of that one before, have they? Oh, shoot. Because I had an idiot out there say, you know what? We got Tony Romo undrafted. We got Dak Prescott in the 4th round. Why don't we just go ahead and get somebody else in the 4th round again? Sure. There's plenty of franchise quarterbacks that are in the 4th round. It happens every year, doesn't it? Doesn't it? It's amazing because I'm sitting here, I live in Virginia, not too far away from the Washington Failskins, okay? And it's amazing that they hadn't thought of that same thing. We can just get a franchise quarterback actually they did. They had Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, who they let go. And a lot of you say, you know what? I'll take Kirk Cousins over Dak Prescott. Oh, you mean a guy who's 5-22 against teams with winning records? A guy who's never beat Dak Prescott? Oh, sure. Let's pay that guy. Let's do that, right? You know what the Washington Redskins have been trying to do? First, they tried to get RG3 after all of the other quarterback fails, the Jason Campbells and all of these other ones where they had the ball coach and things like that since 1990 with Mark Rippon. They took 3 first-round draft picks and a second to move up a few spaces to get RG3, who was at 1 year wonder. 1 year wonder, okay? Because it was something different, the pistol offense. And they found out he was good outside because he could run, and you had to worry about him going to the house. I remember seeing the great DeMarcus Ware stand there flat-footed because he did not know what to do with RG3. He did not know, do I go out in pass coverage or do I go after the quarterback? And he just literally stood there. But then he got hurt. And then everybody knew what you got to do is knock the crap out of the quarterback and they're not going to run the same. So he went downhill real quick. Started playing Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, the 4th round draft pick. He didn't do too bad. He had some good numbers. But he still, when it came down to crunch time, you would get a Tony Ono. See, this is where we always get the shade because we always hear about the Tony Ono. Kirk Cousins had more Tony Onos than Tony Ono. But it never was covered like it is with the Dallas Cowboys. All you saw were his numbers, like last year. 4,000 yards. I've seen him throw interceptions in the red zone when they're about to go up 2 scores against my team that give us life and allow us to come back and win. But a lot of you out there say, I'll take Kirk Cousins. Okay, but Kirk Cousins doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. And then, of course, people say, Jimmy Garoppolo, he's got the Bill Belichick stamp of approval. Yeah, okay. Take a look at what Bill Belichick quarterbacks have done out of New England. Haven't done much. But after Kirk Cousins, what do the Redskins do? You know what? We'll get an established quarterback. We'll get Alex Smith. Because Alex Smith, he is, look what he's done in Kansas City. He doesn't make mistakes, and he is a good quarterback. But here's what's amazing. As bad as Dak played the first half of the season, do you know his statistics were better than Alex Smith? The Washington Redskins will admit that had Alex Smith not gotten hurt, they were going to bench him. Yeah. But they're still paying him this year $23 million. And next year, $23 million. We don't have a quarterback. What do? Let's go get Case Keenum, veteran quarterback, guy who's only had one good year in his career. Okay, we got him. We draft a guy in the first round. And we have Colt McCoy, who's been around forever. They named Colt McCoy the starter or the lead quarterback 2 weeks ago. He proceeds to go out and hurt his ankle. And word is now that it may not be till week 2 or 3 before he might be able to play. And so they're looking at a rookie. They're looking at Case Keenum for their quarterback. Now, I ask you again, you out there that think it's just so easy to find a quarterback, take a look at the Cleveland Browns. They've been in the same situation. The Jets, all these teams, because every year you usually don't have more than 2 or 3 quality quarterback starters that come out of a draft. Some years you get none. 2016 was a banner year because you got Dak, Goff, and Wentz. But that is the exception. That is not the rule. Take a look at 2014 or 2015 when you had Mariota and Winston. That's it. Those 2 guys. And both of those guys are kind of like, meh. Mariota's the starter right now, but they're not sure they want to sign him to a long-term deal. And all I will say is Dak wins. That's all it should be about. 3 seasons, 3 winning seasons. 2 of them in the playoffs. And some of y'all still aren't satisfied. All right, so enough about that. So let me say this right now, okay? Now, we've got my moderators in here. I get to see Emily Ann. I see Miss Jackie. I saw South of Heaven, my man who gets my jerseys and stuff for me and things. We get a lot of people. We get a lot of different walks of life that come in here. Eagle fans, you know, we understand they're a little challenged. They're a little challenged, and they have anger issues and stuff, okay? You know, so understand, don't be too quick to get rid of them. Now, if they're doing personal attacks, then by all means, lock them down, because I don't, you know, I'll talk trash about other teams. You know, I've got my Carson Wentz operation game right here. You know, I got that. I got my giant cockroach right here, you know, from New York. The giant cockroach is right there. But I do not do personal attacks. I will trash your team, but I will not trash you unless you come at me. And if you come at me, you better be prepared to get punched in the mouth. And that's the way we roll in here. But what this channel is about, if you're new here, because I see we got a lot of people that are in here. Purge Squad, I see Jim Becker, I see Donnie Beck, I see DC, then name 88, Swaggy D, Derek Savage. Thank you all for coming in, being part of the show and things. This is about football. We have young kids that are in here. We have very nice ladies. And if any of you guys come in here and chase away the nice ladies that are in here, I'm going to go off on you. I'll block you, ban you, and I'll hunt you down, okay? Because that's the way we roll here. Derek Savage, you know, I tell you what was kind of interesting for me today. I was watching NFL Network and stuff, and they were going to commercial, and they were showing Eagles practice, I think, with Baltimore. They're having a joint practice together. And seeing Carson Wentz in shorts, okay, and I'm not trying to be funny or anything, he's got Sam Bradford legs. Sam Bradford has some of the smallest legs I have ever seen in my life. And you look at him and say they're toothpicks, and I can see why he was always getting broke down. Carson Wentz, if you get a chance, look at his legs. I think my arm is bigger than his legs. Seriously. I don't know that body can take a hit. That's one thing I can tell you about Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is built like a linebacker. He can take a hit and pop back up. He is strong. And you don't worry about when he takes a hit. You know how we got to the point with Tony Romo, that when Tony Romo got hit, that you kind of, is this the hit? Is this the one? You don't want to see your quarterback getting knocked around. Mark, you don't call him out like that. I don't have to call him out like, oh, yes, I do, Aaron. Yes, I do. Because you know what? I get people that come after me on a daily basis, okay? They keep telling me that I'm swinging from Dak's you-know-whats and everything else, that I'm kissing his blank to blank. I'm just an idiot. So you know what? If you're going to come after me, I'm going to come right back after you. Now, here's where we are with this. Now, we got Zeke Elliott. I still believe sometime in the next 16 days, we get this thing worked out. It behooves us to get this thing worked out. It behooves us to get Dak Prescott's deal done. And I don't want to hear any more about paying Dak Prescott, okay? Because I'm looking at Jimmy Garoppolo, who threw 2 passes that were blocked down, 1 interception, and a third one that should have been a pick 6. Okay? I don't want to hear anything more about that. I don't want to hear anything more about, Kirk Cousins. Well, he's not on the same level. I don't want to hear any more of that stuff. I don't want to hear any more of this. He's not worth $40 million. I don't want to hear Dak's vanity anymore, okay? Ernest Ellsbury, thank you very much for that super chat. I'm going to keep on preaching. Because what we realize is you get clicks for Dak. That's all this is about. Nobody gives a rat's ass about Jimmy Garoppolo. They like to talk about the Dallas Cowboys so they get the clicks. Jason Whitlock. Does anybody really care about what he's saying other than being pissed off about him saying some stupid stuff? Because on a daily basis, he just takes it up to a whole nother level. It just gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And you just kind of wonder, like, what the hell is going on? But that's his thing. Now, Zeke Elliott is upset. And you know what? I'd be kind of miffed too, because the game is played with running backs. Running backs get run into the ground. Okay? We did this with DeMarco Murray. DeMarco Murray has the Cowboys single season record. They ran him till the wheels came off, and he never got anywhere close to that after that. He did at least get paid in Philadelphia. He stole money from them, let's be honest, with Chip Kelly. But that's the way it is. Running backs get screwed. And so, of course, Jerry Jones being Jerry, I love Jerry. Jerry, I love you, man. But sometimes you make things a little harder than they need to be. Because, see, Jerry, this was Jerry Jones.
Not at your expense. But seriously, just talk about what he's done and just continue to show. He just, now, I will say this, that was a critical blitz pickup that got our quarterback killed. You got to be able to make that block. Okay. What's amazing for him to come in here, and he hadn't done that much. He knows exactly what to do, and he knows how to do it. So it is. He goes out there and he plays to that level, and he's going to be, if he continues this through the next several weeks, he's going to be right in the middle of it early. Mm-hmm. And that'll really complement what we're doing with Zeke. Okay. Not replace that, and I mean that. Not replace it, and nobody's getting cute here, but it'd certainly be a great compliment to have a great running game with I can picture those guys in the same sets at the same time out there and really giving those defenses fits.
Yeah. So, he said it jokingly, and I don't think he meant anything. Because you heard him say, well, Tony missed the block and stuff in there and things. He's not Zeke Elliott and stuff. But it's not a bad look. I mean, you could be in worse positions. But here's the thing for me. Think about last year. I want you guys to think about all you Cowboy fans that are just kind of like, our team sucks, man. Dak is terrible and everything else. We got Jason Garrett and everything else. I want you to stop for a second. Just stop right there. Think about where we were. Jason Witten was gone. Dez Bryant was cut. And our number one receiver was Allen Hurns. Allen Hurns was our #1 wide receiver. We drafted Michael Gallup, but third round draft pick. You didn't really know, okay, if he's going to be able to do things. And what you know about wide receivers that get drafted, they usually don't do well until second, third year. It takes some time to develop. It's not an easy position to come out the box. Now, there is the Odell Beckhams that come out the box and play well, but that's few and far between. You had Allen Hurns as our #1. You really didn't have a tight end that was proven. Thomas Garrett, thank you very much for that super chat. And you had ESPN ranking our offensive weapons at 29th. You had Dak Prescott, who had regressed in the second season. We had lost Zeke Elliott and stuff, and it was a disappointing season after going 13-3. Oh, your wrench is missing. Sorry about that, South of Heaven. Let me see if I can get that back up for you. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. South of Heaven. Bam. Okay. YouTube has kind of messed up a few things. So a lot of people had lost their. I think North Carolina's Cowboys fan, I think he lost his too. So I need to see that and pop his back on there. So we were ranked 29th in offensive weapons. Allen Hurns was the #1 wide receiver. And you're looking at it and saying, who's our tight end? We had hopes of Rico being great, who caught 2 passes, by the way, for Cleveland.
Yeah, for 9 yards.
For 9 yards. He still caught 2 passes. Okay, listen, he just got there. All right.
They're not going to show a whole lot to begin with.
Be that as it may. Be that as it may. You looked at that and you said, well, you got Zeke Elliott. And everybody keeps thinking and believing that all you have to do is have Zeke Elliott and you're going to win. And that's bullshit. Again, don't be that guy that thinks just because you have a great running back, it's going to work. Because Barry Sanders has no ring. Adrian Peterson has no ring. These guys that have great running attacks and no passing game aren't winning Super Bowls. So get this crap out of your head. Stop listening and believing everything you hear on the Talking Head show. You have to have a balanced attack. We had Zeke Elliott the first half of the season, who was running well, and we were 3-5. 3-5. You had Zeke, you had an offensive line, and you weren't winning games. You have to have a receiver or a couple of receivers, a running back and a quarterback, and that's why we were winning last year. So stop with all this stuff that it's not Dak, it's all Zeke. It's all Zeke. They're riding that pony, and that's the only reason why they're winning. It's bullshit. We saw in 2015 when we had the fourth best rusher in the NFL. We won 4 games. You got to have a quarterback. So look where we are now. Dak started off the season last year poorly. Got better. Way better. Averaged 263 yards the last half of the season. Doesn't turn over the football. Lost one of my cameras. Lost both of them. Okay, let's go back to that one. Okay, sorry, lost my cameras are reloading. I keep getting a little spike here with the internet, and every time you get a spike, the cameras are Wi-Fi enabled, and it ends up being that they end up resetting themselves. So forgive me. I get too much technology in here. That's the problem. Is I'm trying to do too many different things. I got 4 separate cameras and all this stuff, and I really need somebody to run the board, Michael Anthony. But we got Jason Witten, who finally got his first catch, 11 yards, possession guy, first down guy, a guy who knows how to find the open spot. Mark, I kind of disagree with you on Murray. I think he wasn't paid because he was injured 3 or 4 years. That may be true, but you know what? He wasn't injured that year and led us to the playoffs where we had the best team that we had. Okay? And they really lowball. I mean, they basically insulted him because he literally ended up doing everything for the Cowboys. And he literally basically begged. It was like, I'm going to the airport to go to Philadelphia. I'm in Philadelphia. Give me a call. He did not want to go to Philadelphia, and I can understand that because it stinks in Philadelphia. If you've ever been on a train going to New York and you go through Philadelphia, I'm telling you, it stinks. Okay? And I won't even talk about those steak and cheese subs. Excuse me, cheese steaks, because they put more of that cheese whiz garbage on there than steak, and they don't know what a vegetable is. Man, can you put some lettuce, tomatoes, some onions, and some mushrooms on the damn steak and cheese for me, please? And that rubbery bread. Ugh. Sorry, I digress. He didn't want to go. And you had to look at that and say, you know what? He did pretty good with this offensive line and stuff, and maybe we should keep him. Melvin, thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying the preaching here. So, right now, what we saw, Xavier Salafalo, another guy that my man Vosh has been trashing. He's garbage. Him and Cam Fleming, another guy that he's been talking about. And I know it was not the Rams' top defense, but they did not give up a single quarterback pressure in, I think, 19 plays. That's not bad, because we saw some times where we got guys thrown around. Tyron Smith has some back injury issues and stuff. We know that Zach Martin now has had an aggravated back. So we need some guys to step up. And that's probably changing the roster on who's going to be here, because if you're worried about losing a Tyron Smith, if you're worried about losing a Zach Martin for any length of time, you want guys that can step in there and you don't lose a beat. So now, instead of us having to go to a Chaz Green, we're going to a guy that's got experience blocking for Tom Brady and Cam Fleming. You got Xavier Salafalo, who literally left an eye almost on the field, kind of like on any given Sunday, who is a big body, who's playing better. You've got a Joe Looney Tunes, who has started a whole season at center, who's a backup. You got Lyle Collins that needs some work, and you've got Connor Williams, who's no longer a rookie, who's got now 15 extra pounds of body weight on him. And you've got another guy in the chamber, the governor, who you don't really need to start. So you're looking at that offense now. Okay, we got the offensive line. We've got depth there. We got Zeke if we can get him signed, but now we got Tony Pollard, who's kind of a different back. He was basically a wide receiver, and the dude doesn't need a whole lot of daylight. When he ran that touchdown, it was like little creases here or there. He broke tackles, boom, right up the field. He can catch the ball. So you look at that and you say, we get Zeke in there, we can pound the ball, we can go ahead and have a third down back, we can keep him fresh. That's good. And now you see 2 weeks in a row, 2 series, you see 2 deep passes to Michael Gallup, who's catching them. So right now, Michael Gallup, I dare say, was better right now than what we had with Allen Hurns. Is that possible? Because Allen Hurns was our number 1. Jason Witten, as old and as slow as he is definitely better than anybody we had starting out the season. And now we got Blake Jarwin, who is actually playing pretty well too. So now we got 2 tight ends. And that's before you even talk about Randall Cobb, who's got experience. We'll see how much he has left. But even Trayvon Austin, and I know I screwed that up, but that's just me. Austin has got 2 catches already this season too, and has not gotten injured. And if you looked at how he played on the punt return in the playoffs, you might want to think that's a guy you want to hold on to. And then you got Amari Cooper, who's beginning to work out again, so hopefully he's close to return. So now all of a sudden, we went from 29th in offensive weapons. I think ESPN had us at 6. So going into the season, you've got some pieces. And what I loved was, Kellen Moore. I want some more, man. I'm looking at all of the different things that we were doing on offense. And partially maybe
Eagles Employer Services. I think you need to change that to Cowboys Employer Services. Thank you for that super chat.
Now we're looking at, if you watched that game, if you watched how it wasn't, and it may be because Zeke Elliott wasn't there, where we usually a first down, we're running Zeke, we're running Zeke, we're running Zeke. You see us all of a sudden opening up with pass plays going down the field. You see us going down the field, opening up the offense. You see us hitting 6 different receivers on one drive. You're seeing more pre-snap motion. You're seeing more sets. you're seeing a lot of different things that will confuse the defense. So I believe you're about to see this offense take off. Now, the thing I worry about on scoring points is our kicker. Oh, Lordy. Every time my man goes up there,
Matt Garza, thank you very much for that super chat.
every time he goes up there to kick, I'm just like, is this going in? It's kind of like when you're at Vegas and you're sitting there on 16 and you give me a card. And it's like, is this going to be a bust? Or am I going to get the 5? Ah, crapped out. Ah, damn. Here we go again. That's the feeling that you get when you're watching him kick. They have got to bring in somebody else to at least give him some competition. I mean, seriously. You got to. I mean, I know he hit that 61-yarder against the Eagles and everything else. But, damn. That's scary. That's scary. So, I feel good about our offense. I feel good about where we are. Oh, my goodness. We have 666 people watching. It's the devil. Shout out to all of you great people that are here. Thank you very much for being here. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm sorry. I got so much stuff that's going on. I've been watching the chat over here on YouTube. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and everything else on the YouTube channel, it's Cowboy Joe Boo. Then I can see you definitely here, because I see even Bird Gang for life. Because see, look, that's what I said. We're all family. You know, I hate the Eagles, Bird Gang. I hate the Eagles, but I'm okay with you guys. You know, as long as you don't come in, you know, disrespecting the ladies and, you know, talking stuff, you know, not being like the giant cockroaches. You know, those giant, you know, them damn giant cockroaches. See, they got no manners and no respect. You know what I'm saying? Because if they were smart and they wanted to do something with me, they could just say, hey, Mark, why don't we do a little video together, as opposed to trying to trash me and trying to engage me like an idiot. That's where you just kind of step that stuff off.
Tom Jasper Jr., thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that.
Joe Boo needs a guitar. Oh, my God, Zeppelin fan. Dude. What's the name of my store, Mike? What is the sports store? Mike. Hey, Mike. Money Mike. What's the name of the sports store at Springfield Mall?
Sports Nation.
Sports Nation, my man. Sports Nation. Okay. Actually, we were just in that, so we got the sticker for the cockroach over here.
I think they got another store in Maryland.
Yeah, Sports Nation, because yeah, definitely I got to go over there and get some more stuff when I get some more money. But they actually have a guitar. It's about this big. It's actually the perfect size for Joe Boo. Didn't I say I wanted to get that guitar? That, and they got the jugs, so we'll get a jug and get some homemade rum to go in it. So I get no respect. But I appreciate all of you guys on Facebook that are on the various pages that are watching and being part of the show. I see Penny Knowles. Hey, Penny, how you doing? I see Omar. Penny Knowles, Omar. Who else is on there? Lots of comments over there. Pat, I see Freddie, I see JR, I see Jacob, Anthony. What's happening? That's Solar. Damn, we got royalty up in the house. We got Jay Lynch, we got Ed Lazo, Robert Chavez, Xavier, we got Freddie, Dwayne, Jermaine, and Alfonso. Appreciate all of you all being here, being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Would you rather have a kicker or a backup quarterback? I'd rather have a kicker. Hey, there's Stephanie. How you doing tonight, Stephanie? Another one of our great moderators. Here's the thing. What backup quarterback do you think is going to win some games for us? There aren't any good backup quarterbacks out there, because if they were any good, they'd be starting quarterbacks. You look at what I saw here from Jimmy Garoppolo, who's getting paid a $125 million contract, who can't hit the broadside of a barn. Who are you going to get for backup? You saw the Eagles, who've lost 2 that'll probably get them back. They get Luke McCown, who's almost as old as I am. I mean, I guess we could go ahead and get Butt Fumble back, try and get him off of college football game day. and hopefully my quarterback Dak Prescott won't miss any games. But I can tell you this much: I think Mueller's going to miss some kicks that could cost us some games. So kicker, Colin Kaepernick. Now, here's the thing: I wonder. Okay, you know, Colin ain't played in a long time. 3 years, I think it's been. I don't know exactly how much he's got back. I mean, you know, it's better than nothing, without a doubt. But he's not going to come in and play for peanuts. He wanted what did Colin Kaepernick? What do you want? $20 million from the? Oh, Michael's not listening to me. He's got headphones on. He wanted $20 million to play in the defunct league over there. So you think he's going to come in for $1 million or something? Come on. He ain't coming in. You can't afford Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick is looking for a starting gig, and he's looking to get paid. He ain't coming in to be a backup for peanuts. It's not going to happen. And I honestly believe that he's not going to be. I mean, you look at some of these quarterbacks that have gone down and stuff. If somebody hasn't signed him by now, and with, boy, I don't want to go there because this is one of those things that no matter what you say, it's going to piss people off. But the whole Kaepernick situation is fucked up. You've got Kaepernick and you've got Eric Reed that are both kind of like throwing shades at Jay-Z. But here's the thing. What happened with Kaepernick was to bring awareness about things that are going on, social injustice. And if you've never been discriminated against, I'm happy for you. Okay? I have. I've been held at gunpoint. 10 police cars. Did nothing. I've been called the N-word more times than I care to even think about, But what has happened is, and quietly, you don't really hear about it, but guys like Demario Davis, guys like Malcolm Jenkins actually worked with the NFL, and the NFL has pledged $100 million for social injustice over 10 years. They've gone through and they've made changes with the police departments in Philadelphia. They are doing good stuff there. Okay, and having Jay-Z now being part of the NFL with entertainment and possibly as an owner, if you want to make change, you need to have a seat at the table. Because if you're on the outside looking in, nothing's going to change. But when you are part of the organization, when you have a stake in it, you're looked upon a little bit different than the guy who's outside who's throwing grenades. So, and what's going to happen, I know what's going to happen is you're going to have people that are going to say, I'm a sellout. But no, I look at Demario Davis and Malcolm Jenkins and stuff getting $100 million from the NFL. $100 million to go ahead and put back into communities to try and affect change. I'd say that that's a win. But I know that I will get shade now because I said that. And the thing is what we got to do is we got to look at it and get all hands on deck. And the best way, because see, what I try and do, because I've been told, I've got friends of ours that say, I don't watch football anymore. I'm not going to support football and everything else. Well, here's the reality, my man. You are watching football, they don't know that you're not watching football. There's so many people out there watching football, they don't know who does and doesn't. But the best way I can affect change is by people getting to know me. I'm a black man. Well, actually, I'm an American. I'm multiracial. I've got Irish, Indian, black, and who knows what the hell else. All I know is I'm an American. I am a husband that doesn't cheat on his wife. I am a father that's raised his kids, and for a while as a single parent. I'm a businessman. I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan. And all of those things are examples where you get to know me, to see there's nothing to fear here. And that's what this whole thing's about. And I know that this is one of those things that's making the numbers just kind of plummet and all that. But we need to get past all this stuff because there's enough people out there. And this is what I say to Cowboy fans right now. we have so many Cowboy fans that are on two different sides. You know, I don't know if some of the Romo-sexuals and stuff like that, you know, that still think that Romo was given the shaft. And you got, of course, Dak Prescott fans. And we are fighting amongst ourselves. And in the end, the Jason Whitlocks, the Shannon Sharps, these people that hate us, they're the ones benefiting from it. They're the ones that are getting paid because of it. So, that's where we as Cowboy fans need to come together and get behind our team, because it's about the star. And you thought this was a football channel, not CNN? Okay, well, you know what? This channel is different than anything else that you will ever see on YouTube. I'm unique. And this channel is about me, my life loving the Dallas Cowboys on a daily basis, my job being a general contractor and doing construction work where I might be in a damn sewer or on top of a roof, okay? It's also where I'm trying to make myself live longer by doing a keto diet, and anything else that's kind of up there. So there's a little something for everybody on here, and hopefully it's something that you like. I'm sorry, but somebody asked a question about the Colin Kaepernick situation and the Jay-Z, and I'm going to be honest and tell you exactly my thoughts on it. I'm an American that wants to see our country get together and stand tall like we should stand tall and be a leader in the world. And the same thing about my Dallas Cowboys. We are America's team. We have a history like nobody else has. And it's time for us to stand up together and support and get behind our team. I'm sick and tired of everybody going through and trashing our quarterback and thinking that every other quarterback is up here and our quarterback is down here, when it's not reality. We got enough people that are trying to bring us down. Let's raise ourselves up. Whew. I feel like I've been going 100 miles an hour in here, man. I'm sorry, I've been little touchdown. Okay. Speak on it, Mark. Philly Cowboys 76. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, JD. I want to see the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. I am sick and tired of waiting and things. And this is where Jerry. I know Jerry likes the headlines. Jerry likes the people coming up to him and say who. But here's the thing, man. We look at I lose focus. But when I saw the Michael Gallup interview, where Michael Gallup felt so proud about the drive and the team, and he starts talking about, we put in extra work and stuff to make sure we get this stuff right. We wanted to go out there for another drive, but they were like, nah, we're good. We're good. And see, think about that. 11-5 is my prediction, Zeppelin fan. But think about that. Think about these guys who worked out in the offseason together. Think about these guys that don't get paid for OTAs. Think about that. If you're a Green Bay Packer, Green Bay Packers spent like a couple $1 million on workout bonuses because the people don't live there. They have to pay them to come back. Our Cowboys were a family. They went and did everything together. And just like Michael Gallup, we wanted to go out there and play some more, man. These guys are a family. They are a group. And that's where Jerry is doing this a disservice right now by playing these games on the contracts. Get these things done. Get this family back together. Because you put Zeke out there, happy, hungry. You get Tony Pollard, who when he gets a chance to get out there is going to want to show his wares. My God. You get those two guys rolling, and you got Amari Cooper, you got Randall Cobb, you got Michael Gallup, you got Austin out there, you got Jason Witten and Blake Jarwin. Who are you going to stop? Because you can stop maybe one guy, maybe you stop two guys. You ain't stopping all those guys every week. And you have a chance to steamroll your way. Because I ain't even talked about the defense. About D-Law being able to be D-Law, as well as Tyrone Crawford, as well as Byron Jones, getting close to being taken off the PUP list. and being able to play that first week against Eli Manning, that is, if he's still playing. You got that lightning in a bottle right now, Jerry. You just got to make sure we don't screw it up. Sarah Green, how you doing, Sarah? Can't wait for Sarah. 16 days, 22 hours, 35 minutes, and 7 seconds. That's it. Less than 3 weeks till we play our first game. Miss Jackie, I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I hope everything works out. Eli's washed up Manning. I like that. We cannot overpay. You know what?
Randy Siles, thank you very much for that super chat.
Okay, you know what? I know I'm an idiot. TGK, I don't really have them. I drink my fat coffee. I got some right here. And I drink a lot of water while I'm at work. I really don't get that hungry. I come home and I'll snack a little bit. Like I'll get some French onion dip, and I'll get like some celery, or I'll get some celery and like peanut butter a little bit. But that's like all I had until I ate dinner. And I'll be honest, I'm still full from dinner. I don't really get that hungry. It changes metabolism. So, you know, like I said, if you watch some of the videos and things, I kind of go into it more on there. But it's different. Once you get into ketosis, you're not having those sugar cravings that you have from it. Jake, how are you doing? Hey, Jake. You're not Jake from State Farm, are you? Kathy Stearns, how you doing? Kathy, you've been a Cowboys fan for 45 years. Nice. Why 11-5? We got a tough schedule. Tough schedule, and 11-5 is about where I think we're going to be. You're going to have peaks and valleys. You're going to have some times where you lose some players and stuff. 11, you know, I know a lot of people, we're going to go 16-0. Come on, let's be realistic. About 3.5 hours, Randy. 64 to 95. You missed Twin Peaks. You were born a Cowboys fan. I was born into my dad being a Dallas Cowboy fan, and keto is not hard. Cowboys for life. Once you break through, here's the thing. The first week is hard on keto because you're going to feel like a crackhead, because you're going to go through sugar withdrawals, because literally you will have cravings for, you're going to want that Snickers bar because you'll get hangry, and you'll get like they call it a keto flu. But once you break through and you get past that sugar addiction, all of a sudden you feel like, wow, you get this clarity and you get more energy. And I only sleep about 4 or 5 hours a night. So I'm like wide awake, which is good because I'm constantly going through and reading everything I can and trying to find out as much information as I can on the Cowboys. So it's actually been good for me. And the 32 pounds or whatever it is, that I've lost has been better on my knees and for my health as well. Dan, the man Cunningham, I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan. My first memories of life were sitting on the sofa next to my dad, hearing him cheer on the Cowboys. And I remember the Cowboys playing and losing the Super Bowl to the Colts. And I think that was 79, so I would have been 4 years old then. Yeah, Dak, yeah. Sarah, amen, Sarah. Dak's passer rating this season is a 118. 118. And yet we still have people talking about he sucks. That's what kills me, Sarah. And that's why I was going off to begin with in this section. I don't know, but they will be the same. Mark, I'm getting thin. I'm still 240, so it's not like I'm wasting away to nothing. Am I really going to feed into the media hype? That's all it is. Yeah. Well, I don't have sugar. I can't have sugar in my coffee. South of Heaven. Wait a minute. What was that? We have so many people in here. Shout out to all of you people that have been in here. This is amazing. I appreciate all the support. This offense, oh my God, this offense is, I tell you what, I'm excited about this offense. I am excited because, if we start doing naked bootlegs, because here, this is what's so funny because West Coast Cowboys, he's my boy and stuff. When I talk about 12 personnel, see, I love 12 personnel because, see, I'm an lineman, okay? To me, the difference of what we can do this year, and I've said this before, and anybody who watches this knows this, but the difference of what we have now versus what we had before. When we were in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, everybody knew we're running the football. Zeke's coming, so you got 8 men in the box. But it doesn't have to be that way now because you've got Amari Cooper, say Michael Gallup. You put those 2 out there. You got Blake Jarwin. You've got Jason Witten. The quarterback goes out there. He reads the defense. Is the safety in the box? If he is, you can split Jason Witten or Blake Jarwin out. He becomes a wide receiver. Now you got 3 men that can go out. If that safety's in the box, you can fake the dive to Zeke, roll Dak out, and you got single coverage on all 3 of those guys. And you're getting the defense getting sucked in. Play action. I'm telling you. You can kill them that way. If they don't, if the safety doesn't get in the box, well, guess what? You got 7 blockers in front for Zeke Elliott. You'll eat them up that way. And this is where, when you have different looks and different personnel, you got a stacked offense. You can do so many things. And that's where your quarterback looks a lot better when you have some weapons. When you have a Michael Gallup, a Amari Cooper, and a Randall Cobb versus a Terrence Williams, a Cole Beasley, and an Allen Hurns. Sorry. It's not the same. Yosemite, okay, yeah, Jason Witten has always been slow. I got that. But you know what? He's got some sure hands, and he's a possession guy. I don't need him to go 20 yards downfield. I got race cars that can do that can clear everything out. I need him there when the play breaks down and my quarterback is looking for that security blanket. Let Father Time catch the ball, pick me up 7, 8, 9 yards, pick up a first down, and keep the drive going. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Yeah, we're in a little bit of overtime. Now that we're getting close to the season, I'm going to sneak a little bit longer here and things like that, to give you a little bit more because I can't leave all you guys. Right. Well, Raphael, he is leading the NFL over the last 3 years by 600 yards. So for all those people out there that are saying, oh, screw Zeke, we don't need it. No, we need him. And we need Amari. And we need Dak. Understand, listen, we have done without one of those guys 3 times. And all 3 times they were losing seasons. We know when we lost Zeke, the times we haven't had Zeke, we were 4-3. We know in 2015, without a quarterback, we were 4-12. We got Dak, and of course, look what happened. Without Amari Cooper, even though we had Dak and even though we had Zeke, we were 3-5. You gotta have all 3 if you want to be successful, and you still need some luck. Thank you, Sarah. Can't wait to see you in Dallas. Michael, yeah, you hit the nail on the head about Zeke, because Zeke knocked some dudes out blocking. The fact that we have those weapons and receivers as a whole. Well, Joshua, do I think the Cowboys will go in the toilet without Zeke Elliott? No, I don't think they'll go in the toilet. I think that they have enough weapons that they can do things. They'll be more like other teams that don't have a Zeke Elliott, where they'll have to pass the ball more. Can we do that? Yes, with the offensive line, if they're healthy, we can. But Zeke Elliott gives you so much more. He gives you that ability of blocking. He gives you that ability to take it to the house. He gives you that strong man that can just run over people. You're not going to kill the cap there, buddy. We used to be in deficit spending, $25 million over the cap, okay? Because here's the thing, Brandon, and this is some more of the crap that you get from the talking heads, okay? Understand, now I'm going to give you the difference. The Eagles start out the season $25 million over the cap. And look what they signed Carson Wentz. They got Deshaun Jackson. They got the tackle from Jacksonville. And they basically refinanced some of their players, okay? Restructured some of them to get the money to do that. Understand, every year the cap goes up $10 million. $10 million. And what the Cowboys have done, and the reason why they had the money that they had now was because they have gotten to be good with drafting. When you can draft well, you're getting guys on the cheap, which is the reason why we've got these great players that need to be paid, because they've been able to hold on to it. But most of those players are going to be going off elsewhere and getting paid, and you replace them. The Dallas Cowboys are going to get a lot of compensatory picks because you got a lot of guys like Randall Cobb. If he has a great season and goes sign this big contract somewhere else, we're getting a compensatory pick. New England's lived on compensatory picks. And we are able to find players that nobody else thinks about. You look at a guy like Antoine Woods. What's he getting paid now? Chump change. You look at Malik Collins, who's right now is in a contract year. He's playing right now, first time healthy in training camp. He's looking like a beast, where Tristan Hill is looking like, yeah, he's okay, but he needs some seasoning. Well, it's okay. We can keep him to play next year because you got Malik Collins. So when Malik Collins is looking for that big payday, you've got a Tristan Hill who's been able to learn in the system that'll take over for him. When you have a Lyle Collins who's getting paid $9 million or $10 million this year, he can go sign a big contract. You get a compensatory pick, and you've already drafted a Connor McGovern that can play guard, and Connor Williams wants to play tackle. See, this is where you keep looking, because you keep talking. The thing is, we keep talking like we have to be the Washington Redskins, and we got to go out here and sign all these free agents because we've got all these holes. Brother, we ain't got all those holes. You got a young group of guys.
John Jones, thank you very much for the super chat.
You got more guys than we can keep right now. We got to let go 37 people in 2 weeks. We got guys we're going to let go that are going to be starting this year for other teams. What you got to do is you got to keep the nucleus together. You got the best young linebackers in football. You got to hold on to those guys. You got the edge rusher. You got that. You got a quarterback. You got a running back that you look at and say, okay, we got about three more years probably before he starts really declining. You need to lock that up. And you got a receiver. So if your thing is, you know what, we're not going to pay one of those, we'll let them walk because we need money to get other guys, you're stupid. Because you got what you need right now, you need to hold on to it. And that's the same stuff that we keep hearing from the talking heads all the time that seem to know everything about winning. It's not going to kill us. And what's going to happen is some of these guys are getting paid a whole lot of money. You look at a Tyrone Crawford. How many more years do you think Tyrone Crawford's going to pay? If Tyrone Crawford doesn't make the team this year, $6 million right there. Lyle Collins, that's $9 million. Cap will go up another $10 million. And then you're going to have the new television contract. You got Jay-Z up in this thing now. And you're going to get an internet player as well. You're going to see the salary cap blow the hell up in 2 years. I guarantee you. I guarantee you it will go up $20 million a year in 2020. Excuse me. But I changed the Cowboys to my dad's dismay. Stephanie, who did you root for before? So, you guys got 20 minutes of overtime on me. And apparently I'm choking on something here. But I want to thank everybody who's come in on Facebook, on Vimeo, and as well, of course, on here on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, please be sure to come over to the Joe Blue Sports Report and subscribe to the channel for me. So that way you'll get notified whenever I put videos up. Most of my videos I upload to Vimeo, which go to Facebook, but there's a lot that don't go there. So if you want to make sure you get all the content and stuff, definitely subscribe on Facebook, excuse me, on YouTube. But let me do one more thing, because we're about to start doing games, and I want to tell you about Cowboys Experience. Now, Cowboys Experience, the Giant game, we're going to be there hanging out. We're actually going to have a group together. We're all going to be in the same section. Miss Jackie, Sarah's going to be there. The Stinking Giant fan, Michael, Anthony.
Make sure y'all be kind to him.
Yeah. But we're going to have a ball. We're going to be we'll have autograph signing on Saturday. Drew Pearson will be there, and there'll be 3 or 4 Cowboy players will be there. So it'll be an autograph signing, hang out and stuff. We'll be doing some live streams from different places and stuff there, and we'll be at the game and stuff. So definitely. And if you want to get or interested in going to games, being able to hang out with us and stuff like that, check out Cowboys Experience. Let me go ahead and play this little clip right here, just to give you guys a taste of what I experienced when I was there against the Eagles.
Woo! Something to cheer about. The hot boys get Carson Wentz. And opinion on the Joe Boo wings. You were saying about the wings?
The wings are the best I've ever had. Hands down. Awesome.
James came burning up the grill. So, we just met Rob Bird and his wonderful girlfriend that came all the way from Virginia Beach. And my man came from Newport. Newport, baby! Newport! Dude, you're gonna make me cry. Why? He doesn't eat spicy food? I do not eat spicy food. Dude. But how's the taste, though? It's bomb. It's good. Chicken. We have the most famous Scooter Magruder. How are we doing today?
You already know, Cowboys Nation is live and in effect. We are out here about to get this W. The W
Okay.
is necessary.
You heard it from Scooter Magruder. So 2, 3.
Wow. You know, I think about how blessed I am. I think about meeting people like Miss Jackie and Sarah and things like that, and some of the relationships that'll last me the rest of my life and stuff through football. Football gets a hard knock. You know, there's some bad things like anything between the concussions and how they take care of players after the fact and stuff like that. But football has always been that great equalizer that no matter who you are or where you're from, that when you see somebody wearing Cowboys gear, you got that what's up, and it's all like we're family. And that's what I'm hoping that we can start beginning to get together again as Cowboy fans. All of the off-season drama and everything else, it's over. We're getting ready for the season. We need to, yes, Victor, they are. We need to get behind our team, and we need to be part of that factor of getting this team over the hump. It's been too damn long for us to have that Super Bowl. And guys, I'm telling you, I may be crazy, I may be delusional, I don't know, but I'm telling you, I feel something special with this group of guys. When you look at the way they act on the field, when you look at the walk, you look at the camaraderie, you look at all these things, you just feel like something's going on that has not happened in a long time. And we need to be part of that. And I'm going to make sure that every single day and every single week, I am going to enjoy this season. The hell with all the haters and everything else. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys that came on here tonight. We'll be back Friday night doing another live stream. If you're interested in keto cooking, every day that I cook, I do a live stream showing you exactly what I'm doing so you can follow along with my diet and stuff. Like I said, I'm no expert. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing and what's working for me and stuff. But everybody, thank you so much for being here. But you know, it's way past time to turn off the lights because this party is over.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.